welcome to Krunch Time, milestones and mayhem in history. Alright, it's Krunch Time for June the 17th. On this day in 1995, Kiss kicked off the US leg of their convention tour in Los Angeles, California. A day earlier, they'd conducted a press conference and mini unplugged set at West Hollywood's Hard Rock Cafe to give a taste of what would be on offer. As Gene told Billboard magazine, it looked like we were doing it for the fans, but we were doing it for us. We're getting the kind of kick from these things that we haven't gotten since we first stepped on the stage. We met kids who were named Beth or Christine after our songs. In addition to the central Kiss acoustic set and Q&A sessions, the tour featured tribute band performances, the traveling Kiss Museum, clinics with Eric Singer and Bruce Kulick, and merchandise. Most importantly, it was the fans and interaction with the band. At $100 per ticket, the event was expensive and limited to 1,000 attendees per show, other than in New York City. But the group were doing all the work promoting and booking the tour themselves. With a trial run in Australia, the concept wasn't an undiscovered country. The band already had a good idea about which songs worked and those that didn't, but Kiss remained willing to pretty much try anything, if only once, and then often only partially. Still, the excitement from the crowd was palpable. For this first event, Kiss pulled out the big gun, founding member Peter Criss.
Remember earlier, we were saying that without the four original guys, we would never be here today. Remember when we were talking about everybody? Remember we were talking about Peter and H? Well, we thought it might be something special, but something really deserved. I mean, you deserve this, and it's going to be a kick for us. We thought Peter could come out and sing a couple of songs.
Peter's appearance in Hollywood was hardly impromptu. He recalled in Make Up to Break Up that he wanted to take his daughter for the experience of being close to something that he had been a part of creating. He noted that when Gene found out Peter wanted to attend, he reached out and suggested a lunch at the Sunset Marquee with he and Paul to discuss. According to Peter, Gene broached the idea of him joining them on stage. He had lunch with them and then went into a rehearsal studio where the group was preparing to work through the songs he'd perform. Hard Luck Woman and Nothing to Lose.
You know, before I just want to say something just about everybody up here, and you guys too. You know, originally Peter just wanted to come by and, be with you and with us. It was actually Eric Singer, God bless him, who said, why don't we get together and play? And it was really Eric who wanted to do this, and that's the thing.
While he was nervous, having not seen Paul and Gene in a while, he was still road ready, having then recently completed a tour. Obviously, the crowd reaction was ecstatic, and Peter's joy in the moment was clear after the performance as Paul gave him a Kiss Army leather jacket. He recounted, "The place went crazy. I couldn't believe that my daughter was standing to the side seeing all these people screaming for me. It was a real golden moment." 13 of the songs performed at this first Kiss show were performed again when Kiss recorded their MTV Unplugged session in August. Gene noted the importance of the conventions in Kiss and Make Up.
The experience of doing them really opened up our eyes to the living, breathing thing that we had created, above and beyond the records and songs. There it was, the Kiss Army, the Kiss Nation, alive and well. Clearly what was running through their veins was belief in this bizarre thing that we had created.
Paul summed up the convention succinctly and faced the music.
The conventions worked because of the mythology of Kiss. That was the drawing power. The concept was unique and people responded. And responded in some unique ways. Some people, for instance, got married at the conventions. That might seem odd to some, but I saw it as a huge compliment. I never took it lightly that somebody chose to get married in Kiss makeup at one of these events. The fact that the band meant that much to people was terrific. To have that kind of impact and to be that much a part of the fabric of somebody's life was a special feeling. I loved the looseness and informality of the format of the conventions too, with the Q&A sessions we did and our acoustic performances. We were playing to the most hardcore fans and not being scrutinized for perfection. The acoustic shows became sonic snapshots.
What was your favorite memory of the Kiss convention era? Answer in the comments.